So, if you want to see how many ways we can get around saying not alive, is that okay? We do?
Tune in. Yeah, we can do that.
Find out. Okay.
Disalive, unalive,
Hey, listen, thanks for being here. We use it as a drinking game. Although, you know, like if you're my daughter-in-law and the kids, I would suggest orange juice.
There you go.
Great orange juice. Anyway, thank you all for listening.
That's one of your better screwdrivers.
But
inside references for 200.
Now there's the man from U.N.C.L.E. right there.
Where were you?
The movie was better than everyone said.
Oh yeah, the man from U.N.C.L.E.
The Guy Pearce movie was very good. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
Now, where was I? Oh yes, you're liking, subscribing, and following us, and we appreciate that. Just make sure you hit that like button. If you want to, you can go around, you know, with just get all of the names that your friends use online, and just go through those and click like. Don't do that because it would be rude, and half of you would be committing felonies later.
There we go.
Where was I now? Like, subscribe, and follow us.
Yeah.
If you have a question, comment, conundrum, or snark, you can either leave it right where you find us, which is, of course, in the gutter just in front of Boat Girls, or if it's a story you want to share or a longer question, comment, conundrum, or snipe, you can, in fact, email us at TITR at, it's not really at, it's that little weird thing with the A in the circle around it. netradio.network.
There we go.
That was hard.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
This from Jessica Thompson. Thanks, Jess.
Thompson.
Dolce & Gabbana fragrances are not just for humans anymore. I mean,
why do I feel like I should cover the zebra's ears?
This came on the tails of the
no, you're not getting any
lip stain from what's their names? Chipotle lip stain.
Oh yeah,
the burrito proof lip stain.
That was interesting, especially after watching some of the machinations that they have to go through in the Olympics to keep their. The one kid was so cute. She's one of the artistic water people.
Yeah.
Dancing and stuff.
Yep.
And she's putting this goop in her hair. And she said, well, I usually get the same questions. What's that goop you put in your hair? How do you get that goop out of your hair? And why aren't you bald?
I loved the women's sevens rugby player who she does wear lip stain on the pitch.
She does.
And
she might be the toughest lady I've ever seen. The American.
And she is beautiful. Yep. Mar.
She's a stud.
Ilona Mar. She is gorgeous. Yep. People pick on her and they're dinks for doing it.
I wouldn't do that like to her face, by the way.
5'10" and 200 pounds, and she's gorgeous. Just imagine.
Do you see the videos where somebody's like over her trying to get the ball and she just picks them up and walks with them?
It's like the New Zealander.
By the way, Australia, how'd you do in sevens?
They did not.
Did they finish fourth?
Yes, they finished fourth behind the U.S., who took a medal.
No, how could that have happened?
We had Ilona Mar
tackling and a very, 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 hang on, very, 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 very long run. I think it was.
It was 90 yards.
I left one very out of there.
That thing was with no time left. She scores the tie.
Was getting tackled poorly.
Yes. Yeah, it was a poor tackle.
And runs all the way to here and goes right in the middle. See, it's what she did, because when Australia scored and went ahead, they scored way on the right side.
Yep.
Which is where you kick from. And Rob, those are like extra points. Yeah, but from that angle, Rob, that's a
tough extra point. That's
that's about as far right as you could get.
Yeah. Yeah, without being in touch.
Yep. And otherwise she'd have been out of bounds. Mm-hmm. If she was a left-footed kicker, I think she would have had to start out of bounds.
Yep.
And then our girl runs 90 yards and sets it right in the very middle. And then our kicker did what you'd expect a kicker to do, put it right through.
Oh, she drop kicked it. Of course. I loved that part.
Let me just, if you're a Minnesota guy, there are kickers who can make kicks on a consistent basis.
So anyway, back to
I'm sorry.
Dolce and Gabbana.
How did we get to anyway?
They've introduced the luxury brand introduced an alcohol-free scented mist for
iguanas.
Dogs.
You're safe for now, Zeb.
Inspired by founder
Would it
Domenico
be Z or
Dolce's
Zeb?
unconditional love for his loyal dog, Fifi. The fragrance named after the designer's pup blends fresh and delicate notes of musk, sandalwood, and ylang ylang. As you know,
Why does that
ylang
sound like a
ylang
50s song? Ylang, ylang.
is a yellow star-shaped flower that grows on the kananga tree. This tropical species is native to countries surrounding the Indian Ocean, such as India, the Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia, and parts of Australia.
You mean India borders the Indian Ocean?
Imagine that, Captain Obvious. I think we're getting up to Colonel Obvious now.
Oh, I'm thinking Major or Lieutenant General, maybe.
Ylang Ylang's heady aromatic scent is fruity, flowery, and rich. According to Dolce & Gabbana's website, it's a tender and embracing fragrance crafted for a playful beauty routine.
For a freaking dog.
Yeah. Dog owners can pre-order the Fifi fragrance mist for 99 euros. That's about 108 bucks US. This fragrance is housed in a sleek green lacquered glass bottle adorned with a vibrant red metal cap and a precious 24-karat gold-plated paw.
You know, if I were filthy rich,
Yes.
or even just well off,
Yeah.
I would love to be in that room when I broached to Robin, hey, suppose it was a few years ago, right? Hey, why don't we get some perfume for Shadow?
It's called Fifi.
For one, the dog would have bit me, and he was the most submissive dog you've ever met. Even the squirrels would stop and point and laugh.
They claim the mist is safe for pet cosmetics, certified, approved by vets, and safety tested, and enjoyed by dogs, which
They
I
were tested on people instead of animals.
End of missive.
So if you'll remember last January, Roderick Jackson, Wascombe, Texas, sued Walmart for $100 million over the ever-popular unlimited free lifetime shopping in any location. It was in I know.
Why?
It was in relation to, they say, to a vague incident from an Omaha Walmart in March of 2021.
All right.
According to NBC News back then, Jackson alleges there was a false pretense of shoplifting that was a violation of his civil rights based on race and color. Walmart responded, and with a straight face, which I thought was pretty impressive in their part, responded that the suit is almost identical, because this was filed in March, right?
Yeah.
Almost identical to a lawsuit he filed against our company earlier in 2020 or in 2021. The earlier suit said he suffered emotional stress and pain from the handcuffs. Dude, they were just new. You got to break them in.
Good Lord.
So this was all last March.
Okay.
In April, a judge threw out the two lawsuits. The court determined shortly after both complaints were filed that Jackson's complaints were A, not properly completed, and he needed to file new ones for the case to continue. Guess what happened? He filed new ones.
Oh.
Yeah. He got the news in January, filed them in February, citing slander or libel, malicious prosecution, false imprisonment or detainment, defamation, false allegations of a crime as the reasons for the lawsuits. In each amended lawsuit, Jackson now just asked for $100 million in damages, leaving out the free unlimited lifetime shopping. Big of you. Walmart later requested the case be dismissed, and on April 16th, Judge Timothy Brooks did just that.
Dismissed.
Citing failure to state a proper claim.
Again.
Lack of jurisdiction. Those will get you every time.
Oh, yeah.
Jackson, by the way, has done what we'd expected. He's appealed the decision. Oh, the appeal request was filed late in April, and I haven't heard a thing since then.
Pretty soon, they're going to slap him with frivolous stuff. They're going to get him for wasting the court's time.
Everything in Walmart's going up. Well, this and several other reasons, I'm sure.
A couple of first-person stories. A new hire, an 18-year-old woman, on her first day has been assigned to sit with me, observe me working, and assist in bagging when we get busy. New hire. So, are the customers, like, as bad as I've heard? Me chomping on cigar. That actually wasn't in there, but I just thought I'd add it in for color. We get the occasional frustrated one, but you learn how to deal with them. When I get one, I just observe what I do. Oh, no, when I get one, just observe what I do. I added an ". So I open my lane. First customer's an older man. With no prompting or warning, he glares at me and says out loud, "Women don't have rectums." Now, I'll admit I'm a little stunned. Customer
That's
behind
a
him
polite way to put it.
chirps in almost immediately. "Maybe you're thinking of prostates." Customer behind them also joins in. "I knew a guy who told me his mother died of prostate cancer." Customer 1, "No, rectums. All the women, all the rectums."
Darn near killed him.
Old man then bought some cigarettes and stormed out moaning about rectums. The new hire was looking a little pale. She didn't come back for day 2. You could write that in a movie. You should just put it in a movie somewhere. So,
Well, I can't now. Deadpool and Wolverine's already out because it would have fit there.
It would have fit there. I am wandering around the Transport Museum in Glasgow. I see a woman staring at the ceiling in wonder as I walk by. Woman, it's just beautiful, isn't it? Me. What are you looking at? Woman, up. Look at all the twinkling lights. I've never seen anything so captivating in my life. I look up and see a plain ceiling. I'm not seeing any twinkling. She blinks, looks at me and says, "Oh, I think my retina is detaching again." She cackled and wandered off before I could even react. I couldn't find her after she turned a corner, but I hope she got help.
Old people have a weird sense of humor, don't we?
Yeah. There goes my retina again.
I can see clearly now. Oh, not now.
No,
not now.
I can see. Bonk. Nope, I was wrong.
What was that from? Men in Tights.
Men in Tights.
Yeah. At least I'm a Robin Hood with a real English accent. Joao Pimenta da Silva, according to a report in the New York Post, is a 71-year-old from Brazil who repeatedly dreamed that gold lay deep under his home. So to that end, towards the beginning of 2023, he began digging a hole in his kitchen floor that ended up being 130 feet deep and 35 inches in diameter. That's a long, deep hole.
It's a long, deep hole, and that's pretty compact. I don't think I would like that.
No, I wouldn't go down there.
Yeah.
Because I'd be okay the first 20 feet. That last 110 would be a
booger.
But wouldn't you know it, Pimento's dreams died when he lost his balance and plunged to his death at the bottom of the cavity. This shouldn't be funny.
His sandwich hit the
bottom of a long, deep, tiny hole. Wow. His neighbor, Arnaldo da Silva, I wonder if they're related, tried to discourage the whole project, but Pimenta was convinced that his dream would come true. Instead, he fell, suffering head injuries and many broken bones, because that will happen.
When you fall.
The worst part is 130 feet, you won't actually reach terminal velocity yet.
Right.
So you just badly hurt yourself and then make the emergency crew figure out how the heck to get you out of there.
Oof. Oof.
Like,
well, he had to hit the walls on the way down, considering how wide it was. That had to slow him down some. What do you bet it was?
What am I watching? I'm thinking of one of the early episodes of The Simpsons when they're out camping and Homer ends up
down the side of the hill or mountain. Yep.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.